Welcome, it's FNews57 here. I'm back on Neverwinter on the Xbox One, and today I will be opening 41 of the Jungle Mount packs. So the whole goal on this video is to see if it's even worth opening these packs, because they are incredibly cheap on the auction house. If you remember the video that I did where I opened all of the Merchant Prince lockboxes, that is where these packs came from. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can get. Epic Insignias would be really nice. The Leopard of Cholt, or of course the Heavy Tiger, those would be really nice. But I don't know how good our luck is going to be. Now remember, pricing is going to be different depending upon what platform you are on. I'm on the Xbox One. So these might be a little bit more valuable to you or not. They're roughly 3,000 diamonds, 3,500 diamonds per on the Xbox One. So they're super cheap at the moment. And if I go to the auction house, all 41 of them is 180k, 182k roughly. So let's go ahead and start opening them. Now, I used to rip all of my packs as fast as possible, and I don't know if that really helps or not. So I'm going to open these a little bit slower, and we'll see if I get anything good. Oh god, that's bad. Basically, these are very hit or miss. You either make a lot of money off of them, or you go very much negative, which is why I don't particularly like opening these boxes. Because the blue insignias, these are straight garbage. Like, you're lucky if they're 200 diamonds a piece, even if they do sell. The prosperity insignias, the dominance insignias, okay, those you could sell, but things like aggression and leeching and stuff like that, they're a nightmare to get rid of. Oh, we got a regal insignia of dominance. Like I said, it's only a couple hundred diamonds. When they first came out, they were super expensive. Now they're nothing. I really would like at least one epic mount. But I haven't even seen a blue mount yet, which is slightly discouraging. Alright, we got a Barbed Insignia of Aggression. Now, that's not really a great one. That's Armor Pen and Action Point gain. However, some people with the addition of Mod 12 and Mod 12B are lacking on Armor Pen, so that Insignia could sell for a little bit. Let's hope it sells for some, or I pull something else. If not, I will be losing a lot of diamonds on this. A Crescent Insignia of Evasion. Now, it is epic, but it's deflection and AoE resistance, so you're looking at 9,000 diamonds if you're lucky. So that's a pretty crappy pull right there. Prosperity, I can throw that on an alternate character. It's not too bad. I don't know if we're going to see a mount. Ooh, alright. We got a White Tiger. Now, the White Tiger used to be a Zen Market mount. Matter of fact, it still is a Zen Market mount. But if you want just one White Tiger, you can now get it out of these packs. So that's pretty cool. That might have just made those packs worth opening. Like, I might break even on the 180k. That's only if that White Tiger sells for a decent amount. An Enlightened Insignia of Vigor. Movement, speed, and stamina gain? Yeah, that'll be lucky to be about 5,000 diamonds. 4 packs left. Come on. I didn't even get a blue mount. Okay, alright. There's the Leopard of Cholt. So that's 2 epic mounts. We might be good. Unfortunately, that's another Zen Market mount, which means I already own it. So for me to complete collections, it's useless. A medium tiger. There we go. There's the blue mount. Now, I'll open the last box in a second. As you can see, you can get the leopard of Cholt, which we got. The heavy tiger, which we got. The medium tiger, which we got. The panther, which so far I haven't seen. And the last one was relatively crappy. Alright, so these Barbed Insignias, they're like... The blue Insignias are basically junk. I mean, you can sell them if you want to, or you can try and sell them, I should say. The crit ones might sell, but like I said before, you're lucky to get 200 diamonds apiece. I would probably have to sell that for 455, roughly. And basically, you're selling them to people that just hit level 70 and they really don't have anything. So we're talking a negative on each one of these. Every one of these boxes is unprofitable. I'm just quickly posting the insignias to make a little bit of room. The crit ones, those will sell because people can always use crit. They might not sell quickly, but they will sell. So roughly 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Well, that's not that much. These evasion ones, they won't sell unless I put them up really cheap because nobody wants them. So 3,000, maybe 4,000, 5. I'll have to check prosperity, dominance, and of course let me check the epics that we got here. The rest of the blues, you might as well just delete them. They're so cheap. It's definitely not worth it. Not even remotely. Or you can scrap them for gold. It's up to you. Alright, let's check. What are these other blues worth? Oh, about the same price for the prosperities. They came down in price. Dominance, they're worth a little bit more. As you can see, 3 for 1,000 diamonds. The illuminated dominance, still about 200 apiece. About 200 apiece. Okay, 6,000 for that. Insignia of Evasion, 5k. Barbed Insignia of Aggression, 34k. Alright, not bad. So call that one 35k because it'll go up a little bit. They fluctuate. 35k plus the 10k from the others, and say, if we're lucky, this is just rough math, but if we're lucky, 10k for all the blue insignias, if you were to sell them, you're looking at 40, 50k, 55k right there before the mounts. So 55k before the 2 epic mounts is not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Now let's put up the 2 epic mounts and see what they are currently going for. So 57,000 diamonds for the white tiger. That brings us to roughly 110,000. We need 70k to actually make a profit. And we didn't get it. We got the leopard of Cholt at about 52,000 as well. So even pulling 2 epic mounts out of those and 3 epic insignias, because they were relatively crappy ones, we lost about 20,000 diamonds, roughly. That's before the trade house cut. After the trade house cut, we probably lost around 30,000 diamonds if you were buying those. Because if I go to mounts category epic and we look at the cheapest mounts, the cheapest mount is a leopard of Cholt for 45,000, a white tiger for 50k. Now, once people stop opening boxes, these mounts will go up a little bit, but they're not going to go up too much. You would have to hold on to these mounts literally until the next lockbox comes out, and even after that, before you would start to see any kind of price increase. The enchanted coursers are dirt cheap due to the winter festival, but let me try and find the other one here. Embellished apparatus are gone. They're pretty cheap. So is the cavalry tyrannosaur. Those should be closer to 300k. Same with the Gond mounts. But the one I wish to show you is the Gaspor. This came out of the mount pack in the last lockbox that we had, and this was down to less than 100k. It was down to about 80,000 diamonds 2-3 months ago, roughly, and has finally gone back up to where it should be at almost 200k. So, in theory, you could hold on to these mounts. You could even buy these mounts if you wanted as a bit of an investment to sell later, because 45,000 to 50,000 for a epic mount is honestly dirt cheap. Now the Insignia bonuses aren't super fantastic, but they're decent. The thing of it is, though, there's so many of these on the market that they're never going to go up super high. They're never going to be, in my opinion, 200-300k like they used to be. But once the new lockbox comes out, they should go up to, I don't see them being any less than 75k. So at that, that's a 25k profit minus the 7,500 you would lose. So you'd make a little less than 20k per mount if you wanted to do that. It's entirely up to you. It's a gamble, but it's something that you can do. Now, I will show you the mount bonuses because I actually happen to have those mounts from the Zen Market. If I go over to my stable, you'll see I have the White Tiger and I have the Leopard of Cholt. And both of these are actually pretty decent mount bonuses, which is why I'm very surprised the mounts are as cheap as they are right now. So for the White Tiger, you can use Protector's Camaraderie or Shepherd's Devotion. Now, Protector's Camaraderie is like the must-have for almost every class in a game. Whenever your summoned companion attacks, you gain 3% of your power and defense for 10 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Duh. Like, that's an awesome bonus. Shepherd's Devotion, whenever you use your daily power, your teammates' defense, deflection, and movement speed are increased by 5% of your power for 10 seconds. This is a scaling buff. And stacking, not for each mount that you have with it, but for every party member that uses it when they use their daily. So in a lot of speedrun groups or really high-end teams, like upper-end teams, everybody will run Shepherd's Devotion. It's one of the kind of overlooked mount bonuses. So the White Tiger is actually really good for a 50,000 diamond mount right now. That is a damn nice setup. The Leopard of Cholt can do Artificer's Persuasion, Shepherd's Devotion, or Berserker's Rage. So we already know what Shepherd Devotion does. That's pretty nice. Artificer's Persuasion, personal preference, but depending on how you're doing it, a lot of people love it for DPS classes. I enjoy it myself. You could do the whole perma uptime with it if you really wanted to, but that could change later on down the road, so I wouldn't rely on it. But it's basically whenever you use an artifact, your recovery, movement speed, action point gain, and stamina gain are increased by 10% of your power. Again, that's a scaling buff. So that's a pretty awesome one to have. And then, of course, you have Berserker's Rage. While your action points are full, you gain 10% of your armor pen as power. Not bad. Potentially more of a PvP mount bonus, because at least for Control Wizards, when we have our daily, we're using our daily. So the whole 10% of your power thing, even with, say, 10k armor pen, would only amount to, you know, at most 1,000 power. It's not really even noticeable when your power is being buffed to 200-300k by, you know, double DCs and a power share pally. So not really great on that one, but Shepherd's Devotion and Artificer's Persuasion both are excellent. So why those two mounts are sitting at the 50k pricing blows my mind, other than either people are overlooking them or the drop rate is a lot higher. I mean, out of 41 boxes, I pulled both mounts, so that's pretty good. And then lastly, we had the Medium Tiger, which really isn't that great, but it's a blue mount, so if you need a mount, there you go. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, please leave a comment. Let me know. I'll do my best to help you out. And if you did enjoy the video, by all means, smash the like button. Go ahead and share the video with your friends or guildmates. And of course, subscribe for more content. So, until next time, stay frosty.